Hello everyone, my name is Olzhas ICT. I'm a student of the group 2. The purpose of recording this video is provided and finished ICT 3. So let's start. I have watched 4 episodes of the documentary, namely Divided America, which I found on the website canopy.com. Actually, for this website, Nazarbayev University Library provides free access to their students, and so you can use it in any time. So I choose this documentary because the documentary showed and discussed different real people issue due to the political system and give a recommendation on how to overcome them. It explores a complex issue like housing affordability, income inequality, and the gentrification in New York City, and provides information into the ongoing issue and challenges with the education system. Also, it offers real-life cases, studies, and narratives from the affected individuals, providing qualitatively data that can be instrumental in policy analysis and decision making. Also, I want to add that the documentary is divided into the 8 episodes. I have watched only 4 episodes, consist of the real people stories, and every episode explains different problems such as housing being divided, the classes divided, education system problems, etc. During the movie, they showed the real people's problem that they faced and why it happened. It's a credible sources of information with a balanced and nuanced view, making it appropriate source for public administration studies, and it shows a real people experience. So I want to mention my favorite episodes. One, the documentary of the episodes 1 explores the housing crisis and homeless in New York City. So actually this is a real problem which faced every country, and every local people struggled from these problems. Also, the documentary shows how the rising rent rates and the gentrification are affecting low-income families and their working classes. I want to add that it highlighted the wealth gap in the city, especially in New York City, where rich foreigners buy luxury apartments due to the saving their money and doubling their money, and leave them empty. Meanwhile, many New Yorkers struggle to find affordable housing. I want to also additionally add that documentary interviews with the people who have been directly affected by this housing crisis. For example, a woman in this documentary had to leave her home because of their increasing rates, discuss how it impacted her and how her family forcing them to rely on friends for shelter. Additionally, the documentary includes interviews with the real estate brokers, namely Dolly Lance, who discuss the trend of wealthy foreigners in New York City in real estate. They explain how these investors view the city as a safe place for their money. I can say that this trend has driven up prices and made it even more difficult to average New Yorkers to find affordable housing. To sum up this first episodes, I want to highlight some homeless or living in shelters, including the impact of children who have to move from place to place. It also touches on the issue of income inequality and difficulty of finding affordable housing for those who make too much quality for public housing but not enough to afford private housing. So, if I talk about the episodes of two, which was also my favorite one, it discusses about the education system, the policy of arresting students for involvement offenses. Actually, the documentary advocates changing this policy, suggesting that it's an effective way to address the underlying problems that lead to such behavior. Instead, the documentary argues that students, especially for example, disadvantaged backgrounds, should be given more supported and resources. So the documentary also touches on the recent reforms introduced by the Pinels. So sorry my spelling, Pinels. So school board, and which were announced after the violent protest. Also, these reforms can be seen as a positive development. Video suggests that they may not be enough to solve the deep-rooted problem that have plagued the education system for many years. Also, I want to add that the video introduced that replacing all the principles of the 5 bankrupt schools is seen as a step in the right direction. But the documentary suggests more needs to be done to ensure all these students have access to quality education. In the video, also people are frustrated by the slow pace of change in education system, and suggested that it shouldn't take years of struggle to achieve educational access to quality education for children. The documentary highlights the need for greater attention and action to address the problems faced by students and schools. Actually, it's this problem might be faced our Kazakhstan students. So also overall, the documentary is a call to action for policymakers, education, and the wider community to work together to improve the education system, ensure that all students have the opportunity to succeed. So I want to say that this source helped me to learn about the housing and homeless crisis faced by low-income families in New York City. In the second episode is the education system problems. It includes a real story from this affected alongside facts and figures. So when you see the example of the local people in New York City, it's really interested to watch other episodes related with this problem. So I want to say that the source also includes perspectives from the real estate brokers, providing insight into economic forces driving up housing prices. Actually, I would like to recommend it for my peers that this is a really great video. Please watch this video. It's give a lot of describe a lot of each issues which every country might be faced. So as a public administration student, I can say that this is a stories analysis of economic and social issues, and explores a topic like gentrification, income inequality, and the wealth gap. It's a valuable resources for understanding and addressing housing issue in urban areas and education system issue in America. So thank you for your attention. now I'm finished.